I promise. Next week, I'll do a ranking video. I love horror. I love westerns. So a horror western has all my attention. Bone Tomahawk went under the radar for a lot of people for a long time before word of mouth spread. But one thing that's undeniable is it has a completely random cast of all these big names. I was happily surprised to see so many great actors in one movie. The film has a minuscule budget of $1.8 million, yet it has Kurt Russell, Patrick Wilson, David Arquette, Richard Jenkins, Fred Malamud, Sean Young and Sig Haid. The movie follows a ragtag posse of men from a small town who must venture out into the wilderness to get back a couple of people who've been kidnapped by a suspected Native American tribe. The narrative is very straightforward, but it's a character and atmosphere driven movie. It takes its time to notice little details, and give characters, no matter how small, some personality. For instance, Sig Haig's character is only in the film a few minutes, yet he has a ton of rich dialogue so that he feels like a living, breathing person, rather than a throwaway point to add to the body count. The film looks gorgeous. Everything is shot in that sepia tone that firmly roots it in the Old West, and it's framed near perfectly with some magnificent shots. It takes a good crew to make a land of dust and rocks look amazing rather than dull, and they really pull it off here. The movie is also deathly quiet. It doesn't even have any music until 42 minutes and 47 seconds in. All you hear throughout most of it is the sound of nature. It really stamps how dull and cold life was back in these times for a lot of people, and allows for a sense of gritty reality to set in. This also makes the moments of violence have a greater impact when they strike, as well as the horror elements to stand out further as they punch through this homely atmosphere. The crunching and spurting gore sounds are really highlighted to make us feel the pain some of the characters go through. It's a long, slow build. Not much happens for quite a while, and most of the time we're just watching the characters go about their business. It's very content to go at its own pace. Even when there is scenes where there's action, the film is still edited to the same pacing as the rest of the movie.
Oh, that's the only thing.
Like I just told you, I ain't got no weapon.
Because you put him in that hole you dug.
While I'm convinced that Kurt Russell was born to be in westerns, the performances are great across the board. These are four men who don't get along, and they cross each other often, but they have to stick it out if they have any chance of rescuing these people. This is by and large a dialogue-driven experience where you're admiring the acting craft. If you're someone looking for a fun, fast-paced romp, you're gonna be disappointed. The villainous tribe in the movie don't even fully show up until far along into the story. Our posse are comprised of the no-nonsense sheriff, his bumbling deputy, a panicking husband, and a well-groomed, egotistical, vain bastard. One has one leg, and another is very old. You don't see them standing any chance against the tribe. It's all about the slow, creeping showdown that's looming in the distance for this ragtag team of cowboys, and the closer they get, the less chance they seem to have of winning. The suspense magnifies tenfold when you near the tribe's lair. We only get a few brief glimpses of them for literally a second or two the whole time, and it makes it way more tense as we really don't know what we're in for.
Any activity in there?
All we know is that they're apparently untouched by normal society and are ruthlessly deadly. When we finally do meet them, it's worth the wait. The movie becomes faster, more violent and scary. The tribe themselves are insane. I won't give anything away, but they aren't just your average cavemen, and the film shifts into straight up horror upon their arrival. Things have been pretty violent up to this point, but this is where the gore gets taken to a new level. And again, the effects for a movie with this budget are disgustingly grotesque. After all the pain and suffering the characters go through, you just want to see them succeed, and it makes the climax all the more agonizing to watch. It will try the patience of many people, but the top-notch dialogue, stunning visuals, and terrifying climax make it all more than worth the journey. It's a unique blend of genre tropes that make a rather simple tale into something greater. If you're a fan of old westerns or slow-building terror, then you'll love this.